So this took something. It's not something I wanted to do. It didn't really make sense, but I'm doing it. So today we are we're reviewing Corsair K55 and the Ducky 1-2 Mini, and we're seeing which one will be better off for your gaming experience. So I'm not gonna actually have any edits in this video. I'm just gonna make it quick and easy. So it's basically just gonna be a what would you call it? A comparison video. Okay, let's get rid of that. So let's start off with the Ducky 1-2 Mini. So this is a 60% compact keyboard made by a Taiwan company called Ducky Channel. I believe it's Ducky Channel. And they are known for their bright RGB settings. Put this down. Their bright RGB settings and their nice compactability. What would you call this? And I guess just design. So, alright. Let's start off. So, like I said, this is a 60% keyboard layout with the features of the other 40% that's not on there. So all these keys, or most of them rather, have the legends on them, like W, A, S, and D, P, O, U, I, like O has pause, P has page up, home. The home button is the parentheses, you know. And they also come with extra keycaps, as you can see right there. So I got dark blue. But you can get them in red, you can get them in pink, you can get them in, I believe, green or purple, you know, etc. You can get them in those. As well as those keycaps that they come with are not shine through though. So the only shine through keycaps you're gonna see are the arrow keys. If I could just show that right here. Good thing I had a cord ready. So, as you can see, well, it's actually not that easy to see, so I'm going to move it right there. See if that's any better. There you go. So, as you can see, only the arrow keys are RGB backlit. Well, you know, the other black keys are RGB backlit, but those two right there, this right there, that one right there, and this one right here, they're not RGB. Oh, and this one, that's also not RGB. It's only the arrow keys, and I found that very, well, not very interesting. I would have figured, because I mean, their Frozen Llama edition, all their keycaps are pretty much not backlit, and yeah, they're not backlit, so you really don't get that. It's more like a crisp feeling on that keyboard. But compared to this one, which is the one we're talking about, there's no reason for this to be done. It's just how it's done, and I just threw everything on the floor for Minecraft. But yeah. So another thing to note is that this is the black version. However, the back part of it and the plate underneath that the RGB shines through is white, and that's to give it this extra. That's to make that RGB extra bright. Just taking off a few keycaps to show y'all that. All right, you see that? Let me unplug it so you can see the white plate. But yeah, it's brighter as you can see because I took off the black keycaps, and it's not it can actually shine through better. So yeah, and I also have the Cherry MX Speed Silvers on here that have the fastest actuation for Cherry MX, that is, with 1.2 and a grams it's 45. So it's pretty fast, but it's not the fastest. I believe it's the fastest for Cherry MX. It's a little bit faster than red. It's faster than blue. It's faster than brown. Faster than yellow. So yeah. Although they're not very loud, so let me just put these back on. Another thing that I would say is that these these aren't hot swappable. So give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I got a call. Nothing too personal. But what was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. But since that happened, let me move on to the. Oh wait, I was talking about they're not hot swappable. So yeah, these are cherry MX switches, and they're just completely stuck in there. You can't move them. You can't switch them out. You can't. There's nothing. But that also makes it for a very solid board, like I've stated many times. There's no rattle with the keys. There's that little ding that you get, but it's not very noticeable, especially if you have on headphones. And yeah, this thing has. Let me just take these down. This thing has absolutely no flex in it whatsoever. This is a solid keyboard, you know? It maybe it has some of this. It's got a little bit of flex. When you put the feet up, it's got a little bit of flex. Not much. I mean, you're not going to be pushing down on your keyboard like that if you do this. That's a no-no. And yeah, just a little bit of flex. Very, very, very mild. Not a lot. So, oh yes, it's got, like I said, it has these two little feet. It's got two rubber feet at the bottom here to keep it from sliding, and it's got two right here, also to keep it from sliding, and it has these two adjustable height stands to give it that ergonomic incline design. Which that's how I like to play. I don't like to for some reason I can't do this anymore. It just doesn't fit right. So plus I play with my keyboard like this, so it just feels better. Move it sideways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Well, I can talk about the RGB, so let me just plug it back in. And I can tell you now, this has, like I said, this has the brightest RGB of pretty much any keyboard you'll find. Especially at night, and especially with white keycaps. It's not that bright. It's not as bright on the black because, like I said, the light doesn't bounce off of the black as it does like the white keycaps. Thus is why they have a white plate underneath, because the white, it bounces off the white. And I might end up putting Piperex putting keycaps white versions just to emphasize that point later on. But yeah, so let me take the keys off once again. I'm actually going to take off the custom ones because there's really no use for them at the moment. What was I going to say? I also need to talk about the macro, so I guess I can do that while I'm pulling off these keycaps. So this does have a macro system, however, it does not have software, and everything is done through the keyboard. There is an online I haven't done it yet, but there is an online manual for that on I believe their site. That teaches like everything about the RGB, you know, how to do the backlights, how to make your own custom RGB backlit, how to do your macros and stuff like that. It's really cool. I haven't done it yet. I've only looked at the RGB because I haven't really had the time. But so here's a comparison from black to the white. So that plating is white under there. If I were to take this off, that plating is white. And what that does, especially for the black keycaps, is the black keycaps keep the light contained within the keyboard, and that makes the light bounce off and, you know, give it that crisp feeling. Now with white keycaps, it'll look more livid, I guess you can say, because again, it's white light, it's white light, it's RGB light rather, like, you know, brightness, bouncing off of a very light colored keycap, and it's going to reflect and bounce off, so it's going to look like it's, you know, almost like molten lava. I'll put it like that. Like, let's say you had one separate color in there, like just flowing, it would look just like molten lava. And I find that really cool because, and I wonder how they did that. I've seen most of the LED lights, they're actually not underneath the switches, but they're right there, like right next to the switches. I've noticed that like on keyboards like the RK61, the GK61, the SK61. I think it's on the Hades Venus. I think it's on Razor's keyboards. See, it may not be, it may be. I can't remember for the love of me. But yeah, Nothing wrong with that. I feel like it gives you a better RGB experience if it's underneath the keycap and not on the side. It doesn't really make a difference. The light, it's not like the light's gonna, shine through and make a hole in the wall or something. So, yeah. Then again, it's gives you that real crisp and livid feeling like in your RGB. So, just something that I enjoy about this keyboard. Now, if I were to compare this to the Ducky Mecha Mini, not the Frozen Llama, just the Mecha Mini, because the Frozen Llama again doesn't have backlit keycaps. They do have double shot. These are double shot PBT, but the Frozen Llama are not backlit. It just shines through the creases. If I were to compare this to a Mecha Mini, which the light shines from underneath the keycaps as well because it has that uplifted feeling, it would look more crisp. I know I said crisp before, but what I meant was this keyboard is more of like a livid RGB, while the Mecha Mini has more of a crisp RGB. And what that means is, essentially it gives, the Mecha Mini has like a floating key design from far away if you were looking at it, due to that like lowered casing and upward what would be heightened keycaps. So yeah, by no means, like I said, does this affect anything, but once again, something to keep in mind. Price range. This keyboard here is $150. Wait. Oh my god, I didn't just say that. Sorry. $100. Starting at $100 with tax of $6 more. And shipping is actually free on mechanical keyboards unless you want to pay for, to get a faster delivery. $7, $10, $28, just depends on the option you pick. But it's free shipping if you get the regular 4 to 7 business days. And I'm pretty sure that's all. I got the RGB effect, custom effects. So to customize the RGB on your keyboard, all you have to do, sorry, it keeps getting stuck in my arm, is FN, Alt, and T. So boom, wait. Yo, that messed up my game. Okay, yeah. I gotta pause the game. It's not gonna let me. Okay, that's not good. There we go. So just like that, FN, Alt, and T. Oh, that's why I put the keys on differently. One second. Alright, sorry about that, but yeah. FN, Alt, and T. So you press these, it gives you the custom effect you see right there. Press T again. There we go. It gives you the second one. Okay, sorry, let's go over that again. I messed that up. So you have your RGB. Then you have, I call it the crisp version of it. It just feels more, better. Then you have your, what would you call this? Snow falling? I forgot what it's called. Then you have this one, which is, people call it Minesweeper, which is odd. So, yeah. Then you have this one, which is the reactive. Keys react to your button presses. And you have this one, which it turns it off. And then there should be a sonar one. And then there's an eighth one, which is sonar. And then it goes back to this one, the RGB lighting effect. And then if you hold FN, Alt, and T, it resets the keyboard. So that's pretty much all you're gonna get with this. Yeah, pretty much all you're gonna get in the RGB is just 9 different settings, besides the custom settings where you can put your own. And yeah, let's move on to the next keyboard. Okay, so moving on to the next one right here is the Corsair K55. Sorry about that. I'm Yeah, it's the next day. I literally just woke up, and I was like, wow, I really didn't finish recording that video. So I am a few hours late on uploading. It's gonna mess up my entire upload time too. But anyways, this is a full-sized membrane RGB keyboard. Yeah, I thought there's more to say. There's really not. All right, well, let's fire it up. Well, for now, let's fire it up. And who we got? Okay. There we go. And I do currently have Fortnite running on here. Don't know how that's gonna work out. I'm not gonna actually show any gameplay. Yeah, because I'm not actually playing Fortnite. I'm just warming up. Then we got Minecraft. But what can I say about this? Well, we can start with the RGB. So the RGB is actually under the keys, the switches, and it uses rubber dome switches. It doesn't use regular mechanical key switches. Besides that, RGB it's bright, but it's not too bright. Like there's no light coming in my room as of right now, and it's not shining really bright. Like it looks like it is in there compared to where is it? Compared to this thing is shining bright. Now, back to this. It has a dedicated volume button right there, an increase, a decrease, and a mute. Then down here it has a forward, a skip, I think that's a back button, and then a pause button. Over here you have your macros, these little G1 through 6 over here on the side. And I will note that there is a problem with that placement right there, and it's that not everybody can press all those macros at the same time. And what I mean by that is, me, for example, I can only press G3. Well, technically I can press G3 and G4 if I stretch my finger out long enough. But it's kind of hard to reach the other ones. Like, I can possibly reach 2, but I can't reach 1, I can't reach 5, I can't reach 6. Those are just way too out of reach. It's too big. Way too big. For my desk, rather. I like to have a lot of mouse space, and my big mouse pad doesn't work for me. However, like I said, this uses rubber dome switches, so it's the fact that it has an actuation of around 1.5 to 1.8, I believe, maybe 1. I don't think it's 1.8, with an actuation of 45 grams, although it can cap at around 75 grams. The highest being 150 grams, which this keyboard does not go to. Let's see. Just like the Ducky, it does have 2 adjustable back feet right there. Though there's no rubber grips right here, there are some right here. And I think that's it for this. Yeah, we've talked about the macros, talked about the RGB lighting, we talked about the full-size board, we talked about the volume and all the other stuff, RGB, like I said. Oh, it does have a software, so you can adjust the RGB, the macros, and anything else on the software. We're downloading it on the, obviously online. That's pretty much it. So yeah, so let's get into, what is it? The categories. So we've talked about the RGB. We talked about the size. We talked about the We've talked about the macros. We talked about the size, the RGB. We talked about the portability, and we've talked about its grip and stuff like that. So if I were to and the software, if I were to give it for RGB. I'm gonna have to give it to the Ducky. So let me just put these side by side, actually. I'm actually just gonna plug this one into the laptop. Can't believe I didn't think of that before. I'm so scared. not to drop it. Okay, there we go. Now, clear as day. It's clear as day, which is brighter. You don't even need to compare. You can clearly see that the ducky is brighter. Even with light, the ducky's still brighter than this. And that's not because, you know, custom controls or anything like that. That's just because the ducky's just known for their bright keyboards. And the bright keyboards, the bright RGB LED lights. So that category goes to ducky. Portability. Clearly the ducky. I mean, you can fit this thing literally in your pocket. I wonder if I can fit it in. That wasn't an understatement either. On the fly go. Now, oh, actually, I guess I should also put in custom parts. So, yeah, the ducky does come with custom parts. You will get a random assortment of keycaps of a different color. I got blue, but you can get red, you can get green, you can get all those colors. Corsair does not. So, another one. Software. Ducky doesn't have software. Everything is done through the keyboard with the F and Alt and other stuff buttons. The Corsair has a dedicated software, so if you like your software and you want to do everything through that, then Corsair technically wins. I'd rather have a software instead of trying to memorize everything on the fly. So I'm gonna give this to Corsair. If you like your volume and all the other stuff, those media buttons, Corsair wins. Let's see. Macros. I've really never tested the macros on either keyboard. I recently have just got this keyboard, and I have not used the macros on it. I probably don't plan to, and I have not used the macros nor the software on the keyboard, as that keyboard's it's really not mine, as I said before. So I just didn't download the software. I didn't see a point, especially since I don't like full-size keyboards. So yeah, right. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Besides all that, pretty sure that's it. So, in my opinion, I gotta give it to Ducky, just because I like that portability, the RGB, the key presses. Yeah, I don't know if I went over the keys on this thing, but like I said before, if I didn't, I will do it again. Like I said, it's been a full-on day. So let me pull out that. And let me pull out... I'm just going to pull out this one. It's not like it really matters. They're all the same. Okay, what's up, guys? This is a rubber dome key switch. And this is a Cherry MX Speed Silver. Now, Cherry MX Speed Silvers have an actuation of 1.2 with a gram force of 45. They are a bit faster than the Cherry MX Red linear design, although not by much. And they're definitely faster than these rubber dome key switches. So, once again, that goes to Ducky. Now, the only reason I give this thing a win is if it had a smaller design. I'm not a fan of big keyboards. I say it over and over and over again, and I will say it more. I was looking for my keycap. I hate big keyboards. Now, I know there are smaller versions of a full-size keyboard. I've used them, but I still just can't. I'd rather have a portable keyboard like this. To me, it just makes more sense. And thus, I have to give this win to the Ducky 1-2 Mini. Not just because this keyboard came out a year ago, and this keyboard came out, I believe, 4 years ago, but for the fact that even a 2020 Corsair keyboard, I'm still going to have to give it to Ducky because it's just too many factors that come into play that the Corsair doesn't. That Corsair doesn't have. That Ducky does do, and that is just my preference. It's also my opinion, and probably a lot of other people's opinions too. Not hating on Corsair, not hating on full size keyboard. Yes, I am hating on full size keyboards, but I don't know. So yeah. God, I'm tired, bro. I don't know why I did this early in the morning. Ducky wins. Corsair didn't really lose by much, so can't hate. So yeah. You can purchase the Ducky 1-2 Mini on mechanicalkeyboards.com. Watch out for fake sites. Corsair can be bought clearly on their own site. So, yeah. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.